So this one concept, or I should say this one concept from this book I read, single-handedly changed the trajectory of almost everything in my life. For a while, I struggled to stay consistent with certain things, and I would have this kind of teetering way of progressing where I'd hop from extreme to extreme. So I'd be in really good shape and really bad shape. I'd have abs, then I'd have no abs. I'd have this, then I'd have nothing. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that, where you're just ping-ponging back and forth as opposed to making steady progress, or as opposed to making progress that you could keep to the point where it feels like the progress you're making isn't even yours. But after reading this book, it kind of changed the way I began to perceive anything in terms of progression. And this book is The Compound Effect. Now, it's crazy because when I first saw this book, I was in high school and I saw a classmate of mine reading it. And I was like, what's that book about? And he was like, this is the compound effect. And he was explaining the idea behind it. And at that moment, it didn't really register with me. Honestly, it didn't resonate with me. I was said I was gonna read it, and I kind of just brushed it off in the back of my head. And then a couple years later, post quarantine, something drew me back to the book. So I decided to pick it up for myself, and I started reading it. And I realized not only was it very straight to the point, but it was basically like almost psychoanalysis of myself. Like, it felt like the author knew me. Now, the concept of the book is very simple and straightforward, and it can be explained in a sentence. The idea or the concept of the compound effect is just small things or sustainable things done over a long period of time will yield a higher result than doing grandiose things once or twice. So if I'm digging the same hole every single day, and I only do like a little bit a day every single day, over time I will make more progress than the individual that just tries to dig it all in one day. I'll dig a deeper and wider hole in that manner. And this method, this thought process is multi-applicable. You see it with investing, you see it with the gym, you see it with diet, you see it with mindfulness. This is not something that is just, oh yeah, money, or oh yeah, gym. It's applicable to literally anything you could think of if you want to progress. If you want to get better in the gym, the compound effect is applicable. You go to the gym every day and you work out for, let's say you only do 30 minutes every day. That 30 minutes every day is going to add up so much more at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter, at the end of the year, than if you just go and you do 2 hours once in a blue moon when you feel like it. The compound effect, or the idea behind it and its effectiveness, isn't about just doing things when you feel like it. It's about doing at least the bare minimum every day, or consistently enough to yield great result. And once I started implementing this concept into my life, it completely changed everything.